Chapter 2, expressions. Let's start with basic thing. What do you mean by expression or an algebraic expression? A combination of number, variable, operation. I mean a number again. So combination of numbers, variables and operation together we call it as expression. X square plus y. This is also an expression. 3 minus k whole divided by 2. This is also an expression because it's a combination of numbers, variables, operations. So that's an expression. And here there is something called monomial, binomial, trinomial. Monomial means one term. So this 5x altogether is a one term and negative 3ax square is one term. So that's a monomial. It's only consists of one term. You see here second example, which is x plus 3. It has two terms. X is one term and 3 is one term. It's separated by plus. So that's a binomial. If it has three terms, then we call it as trinomial. So you see here one, two, three terms separated by addition or a positive sign. It has three terms, so it's a trinomial. You can see here there is another example. So coming to the first topic, which is combining like terms, you can able to combine only something like a square plus a square, that equals to 2a square. Here a square is completely same. These two terms are same, but let's say a square plus a, these two terms are not same. This is different. A square is different, a is different, so you can't make it something like a cube. No, this is incorrect. You can't do that. In the same way, here you can see b square plus b can't be b cube, and a plus ab, I'll add this a to a and I'll make it 2a and it will be 2ab. No, you can't do like that. You can add only the same or similar terms. That's it. That's what like term. These two are called like terms. You can able to add or subtract like terms only. Let's try solving this expression. You see this thing is equivalent to one of the option. So what we are going to do is first 2 multiplied by 2a square is going to be 4a square, and then this 2 multiplied by the complete parenthesis, I mean the things inside the parenthesis, is going to be 236 minus 6a square b square, and then 2 again multiplied by the third term, which is negative 4b square, which is negative 8. 2 times 4 is 8, negative 8b square. Now here minus is there, this gets multiplied by each and every term inside the parenthesis. So minus into a square minus a square, minus into 5 square b square minus 5a square b square, and again minus into minus plus 10b square, so plus 10b square. So that's how we got this. Now after getting this equation, we are going to add only terms like this. So 4a square, look for another a square term. So there is another a square here. So 4a square minus a square, it is 3a square. Negative 6a square b square, look for another a square b square term, and negative 5a square b square, that becomes negative 11. Negative 6, negative 5, negative 11 a square b square. Now third b square, negative 8 b square and positive 10 b square, so that's going to be positive 2 b square. Negative 8 plus 10, that's positive 2. 10 minus 8 and then b square. So that's how we do, and that's how we solve these terms. We add up only like terms. The second topic, simplifying fractional expressions. So here you need to remember, how can you simplify? Simplify is nothing but reducing. It is looking like so big, we'll make it small. I mean we make it reduce it. Here it's just like the way we cancel the numbers. Like let's say 18 is there, 9 is there. The common factor in both is 2. I mean, this can be written as 9 times 2. Here it's, let's say 10, not 9. Yeah. So it's going to be 5 times 2. So the common factor in both is 2. So we can cross out this common thing. So you need to understand one thing. When can you able to reduce or cross out or cancel like this? When the terms are in multiplication. Terms must be product. In the fraction, the numerator must be in the product form and the denominator must be in the product form like this times. And if they must have similar term or the common factor, you can directly strike off. The same thing for expressions as well. So here you see the expression, the common term is, you see point number one, they all are in products. They are all product. I mean, like 4xy times x plus y in bracket times x minus y in bracket, and then 6x times x minus y. The numerator is in product form, the denominator is in product form. So if you want, I'll give you an example about the product. You see here, the numerator is a product. You see 3 times x plus 2 in the bracket. This is in a product form, and denominator must be product. Like you see 4x is one term and y plus 1 is another term. They are in product like 1 times 2. But this is not product. This is different added by plus. That's not a that they are not in product. Mean product means they must be in a multiplication form, both numerator and denominator. Then the third one, there is something in both top and bottom, you can directly cross out, just like we do in the numbers. Let's say 4 times 2 and 3 times 2. So they are in product and they have something in common. You can reduce it, you can cancel it. Here also we are going to do same. You can just cross out this x minus y which is common in both numerator and denominator, and you can see all of them are in product. This 6x and x minus y is in product, and these three terms are in product. And you can cross out this x which is common in both numerator and denominator, and 4 and 6. 4 and 6 which is in the denominator, numerator is 4, denominator is 6. So we can cross out that 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6. So what you remained with, 2 in the numerator as well as y and x plus y. 2y x plus y. And in the denominator x minus y is out, x is out, so only 3 is remaining. So 3 in the denominator. This out, x out, 2 times 1, 2 times 3. So you ended up with this. So we are just removing the common factors. So you already know what you mean by factor. In numbers, we say that if you just divide a number by any of the number, if you get a remainder 0, leaves no remainder, then we say that it's the number what you divided is a factor. In the same way, in expressions also, x plus 2 in this case is a factor for both numerator and denominator, because x plus 2 works in x plus 2. Same thing in numbers and expressions. That's it. Moving forward, this kind of expressions can't be simplified. Why? Because you see in the numerator, these two are different terms separated by plus. They are not in product like 2x and x plus 3. These are in product. But this, the numerator is not in product, so you can't simplify. You can't reduce it. You can't cancel this 4 and this 4. No, you can't do that. And you see here 4x plus 1 and x plus 1. X plus 1 same. This is one term in the denominator. If you just put a bracket and you can write 1, it's still same. So x plus 1 same common thing you can cross out. It's a common factor in both numerator and denominator. So you end up with 4. And you see this point number 1 in the denominator and numerator of this expression both doesn't in product. Point number 1. Point number 2, you can't cross out like this 4 times 1, 4 times 2. No, you can't do that. That doesn't work. If you want to cross out something or cancel something, there there must be something common in both numerator and denominator, and they must be in product. Then only you can able to do it. So you see this term 8x 8x divided by 4xy plus 4x. So here we can't able to cancel because the denominator is not in a product form. So but we can take 4x common in the denominator. 4x common, that's going to be y plus 1. You see here 4x same in the two terms. So I just took 4x common. So I got this. Now I can cross out this x and x same term. 4 times 1, 4 times 2. So we end up with 2 divided by y plus 1. So same thing. So you can see product of expression means this is called products, like this thing. And you can see factors in number and factors in expression thing as well here. Now expansion and factoring. So how we are going to do that? Here you can see one expression is given, we have to solve and go with one option. But how can we solve that expression? First, let's Right, 2 into x minus 4 and 2x plus 3. First of all, just multiply this 2 with the first binomial which has two terms. So it's going to be 2x minus 8. 2 times x is 2x, 2 times 4 is 8. That equals to 2x plus 3. So terms like this can be solved by using FOIL method. So FOIL method is nothing but, so first and first. So 2x times 2x. So f, that equals to 2 2's 4 and x into x square. 4x square you get. And so outer is nothing but this one, 2x and 3. So 2x and 3. Multiply those two. 2x times 3, which is 6x. Foil. And then inner. These two numbers we have to, these two terms we have to multiply, which is negative 8 times 2x. 2 into, I mean 8 into 2 is 16, negative and x. Negative 16x. And then L for last. So this negative 8 and 3 we have to multiply. That's going to be negative 8 times 3 equals to negative 24. So now let's write these all terms at one place. 4x square plus 6x plus negative 16x. So negative 16x and then negative 24. So that equals to the 6x, positive 6x and negative 16x. You can able to solve this because they have same xx terms. So this 4x square plus these only like terms get solved. So it's going to be negative 10x. Negative 16 positive 6 gives us negative 10x, that equals minus 24. You see this option is matching with what? 4x square minus 10x minus 24 is perfectly matching with option A. This is how you solve. So use FOIL method to solve these kind of things, these kind of expressions. FOI. Now example 3. Which expression is equivalent to 9x cube y plus 6x square y square? So we have some options. I can see that they took something in common out from the given expression. Let's see what we can take common. 9x cube y plus 6x square y square. So here 9 and 6 have the common factor 3. So 3 common, and then x cube is there. Here x square is there. X cube x square, you have to take the least x square out of it, and then y term, y square, least one, least power you need to take y. So that's how you can able to take on y least power. If you take the highest power y square here, but it still have y only, you can't take, you can make up the common thing. So to common only one term y is common, not the two terms. Here two terms are there, but here only one term is there. Now 3x square y, so 3 3's 9 satisfied. X square, and here cube is there, so 1x comes, so that x square and x cube, and 1 y already got, so you need not write any more y, plus 3 times, how much is 6? 3 times 2 is 6, and then x square same, y and y square is there, so you have to write one more y, so that here one y and the another y makes up a y square. That's how it gets satisfied. So which option is matching with the result what we got? 3x square y, 3x plus 2y, that's obviously option A. So this is not true, this is not true. 3x square y square, 3x square y square, nope. So 3x 2y square, nope, it's this. Example number 4. Which expression is equivalent to this? So here you can see the question, that is 2x times x plus 4 minus 3 into x plus 4 divided by 4x minus 6. Here you can able to do this like 2 times x is 2x square, and then 2 times x is 8x, and then negative 3x, and then negative 12, and then you get some terms and add them up. That's going to be a bit lengthy. So what you do is, instead of going with that, you have to look for something in common. Here x plus 4 is already common. This is one full term and this is another full term. In these things we saw x plus 4 is common, so let's take x plus 4 common out. We take that common out in the numerator, so we need to write what? 2x. So x plus 4 into 2x, that's what it is. And then negative 3. Why? x plus 4 times 3, x plus 4 times 3, that's what the thing is there in the top. So now whole divided by 4x minus 6. Fine. But do we have that kind of option in the options? No. What still we can able to do? The thing is, you need to look for some common thing. You see this 4x minus 6, if we reduce, if we take something common out, we already took something common out in the numerator. So in the denominator, if we take 2 common, that's going to be 2x minus 3. I just took 2 common out. So then it's 2 into 2x will be 4x, 2 into 3 will give out 6. And the numerator will be as it is. That's going to be x plus 4 and then 2x minus 3. So now you see 2x minus 3, 2x minus 3 is the common factor is in numerator and denominator. And these binomials, why I'm saying binomials, because this one term, two term, one term to one. So two binomials are there. So now we can cross out this 2x minus 3, 2x minus 3, because that's the common thing in numerator and denominator with the products. The two products you can see on the numerator. So the ended answer is x plus 4 by 2. So you don't try to solve in this way. Let me tell you what is the other way. In some cases that is the only way, but most of the time they give you question in such a way that you can take something in common out of it. So x plus 4 minus 3 times x plus 4 divided by 4x minus 6. So let's solve in a lengthy procedure. This is going to be 2x, 2x square, and then 2x times 4 plus 4 to 8x minus 3 times x is minus 3x minus 3 times plus 4 minus 12. So divided by 4x minus 6. So solve this. Plus 8x minus 3x. That is the only thing you can solve. 2x square, then 8x minus 3x, positive 5x, negative 12 divided by 4x minus 6. So and from here what you need to do, you have to solve this quadratic equation. So if you solve this quadratic equation, you will get some factors, and then solving quadratic equation, you get some factors, and then you have to solve those factors. You see the denominators and numerators, then if you have something in common, and then you have to cross them out, and then you end up with the answer. You see how long it is and lengthy. So try not to do expansion. Don't go for expansion, expanding things. You see, this is what we are doing. We did expanding. If there is no option, then you have to go for this. Otherwise, no. You still see here x plus 4, x plus 4, something is in common. Take that out. Try to do steps in a smaller version this way. Done. So here we are into some three formulas. A plus b whole square equals to a square plus 2ab plus b square. A minus b whole square equals to a square minus 2ab plus b square. A square minus b square equals to a plus b times a minus b. So you have to memorize them. And let me tell you how we got this. So first, a plus b whole square. So we learned that from exponent that the meaning of exponent is base is getting multiplied by itself twice, because 2 is there, itself it multiplied by twice. Now apply the FOIL method. This 2, it results in a square. Out, it results in ab, and then inner, it results in ab, and then last, that results in b square. B times b, b square. Just multiply. We have to multiply this. A into a square, b into a, I mean sorry, a into a square, a into b. I'm just multiplying ab, and then a square as it is. This ab same, so like terms we can add them up to ab plus b square. That's how we got this a square plus 2ab plus b square for a plus b whole square. Same way for this one, a minus b whole square. So a minus b times a minus b, because exponent is going to be 2, so the base gets multiplied by itself twice. The same thing again apply the FOIL. First a into a square, and then outer a into b, ab, and then there is a positive times negative, which is negative, and then inner negative b, positive a, negative positive, negative a b, and then last it's negative b, negative b, negative negative positive, b into b, b square. So you can add these like terms. So a square minus 2ab plus b square. That's what the formula we have. The same thing for a minus b whole square. The same thing for the third one, a plus b times a minus b. Apply the FOIL method and see what you're going to get for this. First, a square, outer a times b is a times negative b, positive a, negative ab, and then inner positive ab, and then last b into b square, and there is a negative, so negative b square. Positive AB, negative AB makes 0, and then you end up with a square and then negative b square. That's what we have here, negative a square b square for a plus b times a minus b. So instead of doing every time this and getting the detailed solution, you just have to directly remember a plus b whole square equals to a square plus 2ab plus b square, a minus b whole square equals to a square minus 2ab plus b square, and then a square minus b square equals to a plus b times a minus b. You have to remember this wherever needed. You have to use this directly, not to do FOIL, it's time consuming. Example 5, which expression is equivalent to 16x power 4 negative 81 minus 81? So we have some options here. So you need to understand that after watching these numbers, this 16 and 18 are perfect square numbers. I mean, 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, 5 square is 25, 6 square is 36, 7 square is 49, 8 square is 64, 9 square is 81, 10 square is 100. So what do we see here? 16 and 81. So these numbers are perfect squares actually. You see, and 81. So we can write them like, if you observe those kind of numbers, you need to get this kind of idea, like I can turn this into something like 4 square, and this can be 9 square. So this will help us to get connected with a square minus b square formula, the third one what we just learned. So this is going to be x power 4 as it is. Try to match to that. So this is x power 4. So we, what I'll do is, this 4 square as it is, this is going to be x square whole square. X square whole square, x power 4, both are same. I just used power rule to split. That's going to be 9 square. Now this is going to be 4x square whole square. This 4 has a square and x square has a square. I just put this 4x square inside and made a common square. Now this exactly matching with a square minus b square. So that equals to a plus b times a minus b. So that equals to 4x square plus 9, 4x square minus 9. So this is a and b, a plus b, a minus b. Is that option available in the options? So 4x square plus 9, 4x square minus 9. But here we have 4x square plus 9 whole square we have, and in the option D we have 4x square plus 9, but something else is extra. But there is no perfect thing we actually got. So which means we have to solve it again. You see this part, it's still again 4 and 9, 4 and 9. So these are again square numbers, like 2 square and 3 square. So this is x square minus. So we can this turn into, again applying same formula to this. This will turn into 2x whole square power rule and 3 square minus b square. This is a b. A square minus b square is a plus b, a minus b. So this will continue to be same, 4x square plus 9, 4x square plus 9. So now this is exactly matching with option D. So it's a beginning. Moving ahead, solving these kind of problems, you'll get familiar with these things and you'll get similar, I mean, like the right idea to solve this kind of questions. So memorizing a formula is not enough. You have to know when and how to apply it. The more you do these type of problem, the better you'll get at recognizing these patterns and their variations. You have to get practice so that you can easily recognize the pattern and variations of different questions and solve it. So now coming to example number 6, which expression is equivalent to this? 3x minus 5 whole power 2 by 3. So here we already learned in exponents 1 by 3 is nothing but cubed root. But how I directly got that? Because after watching cubed root, cubed root, cubed root, we have something is in the exponent 1 by 3. So that will turn it into cubed root, and the rest 3x minus 5 whole square. 2 will stay like that. If you want, I'll write one more step. 3x minus 5 whole square remains same, and whole power 1 by 3. This 1 power 1 by 3, I wrote it as exponent, I mean the rad. So now this inside part is exactly similar to a minus b whole square. A minus b whole square is a square minus 2ab plus b square. So here you learned a minus b whole square is a square minus 2ab minus a minus 2ab plus b square. So that's going to be cubed root of, apply this formula, a square. So this is a, and then a square, 3x whole square, and then minus 2ab minus, this is b, 2 times a is 3x, b is 5, just 5. Don't go with the this negative, because this negative and here this negative match, so don't take the negative 5, you just have to take the number, and then plus b square. So b square is just 5, so 5 square. Now solve it. Cube root of 3, if you just split it to square to this 3, it will be 3 square, 3 3 is 9, and this will be x square, and then minus 2 3s 2x, 6 5s 30, 30x, and the rest 5 times 5 is 25. See which option is matching with the answer we got. It's cube root of 9x square minus 30x plus 25. Option D matching perfectly. Here it's negative 15x, but we got 30x. Option B, no. No. It's option D. Example 7, which expression is equivalent to this? So they given 16 x power 4 and minus 8x square y square plus y power 4. So here it is in the format of a minus b whole square formula. A minus b whole square equals to a square minus 2ab plus b square. You see here a square, like 16 can be turned into a square, like 4 square is 16, like 16 number. Like whenever you see these numbers 16, 9 and all, you need to get that idea, like okay, I can make it into some square like 4 square. So this kind of idea will allow you to turn the things into a minus b whole square. We are specifically into these problems, I mean the problems related to these formulas. So after watching some numbers like 16 and all, you need to get this idea most of the time, like using this a minus b whole square thing. So how to solve it? Now what I'll do, I'll just turn this into 4 square, and then x power 4, as I'll turn it as x square whole square minus 2 into a. What is a here? 4x square, and b is y square. So plus y power 4, I'll turn it as y square whole square. If you have confusion, don't go for this one immediately. So what I did, 4 square and then x square whole square, because I want it to be looks like exactly a square, and then y power 4, I want it to be square on the top, so I wrote like this, y square whole square. Now this will be only b, this whole thing will be a. So 2ab, 2 into what is a, 4 into x. So after getting this, after first writing these two terms, from there you can take 2a is 4 into x square, 4 into x square, b only y square. So let me write even better. So 4x square whole square minus 2 4 x square y square plus y square whole square. Now it's perfectly matching with a minus b whole square formula. What is a minus b? This is a, this is b. So a is 4x square minus b is y square whole square. A minus b whole square. So now 4x square minus y square whole square. So do we have that option, 4x square minus y square whole square? No, we don't have that option. So we have to further simplify. So you can still see here 4, it's a square number again. So what we do is, here 1 is there, nothing is there means 1. So it's inside, it is in the format of a square minus b square. So what I can do is, I'll turn this into a square minus b square, 2 square, and then x square. And then this is y square whole square as it is. I'll write it as 2x whole square minus y square whole square. The inside complete part is matching with a square minus b square formula. This will be a, 2x is a, y is b. So it's a square minus b square. So we can turn that into a plus b times a minus b. So if you're a beginner, it's like new for you, but moving ahead, solving similar problems, you'll get ideas, you'll be familiar with this. So this is going to be a plus b. So that's going to be 2x plus y, 2x minus y. Do we have that option? Yes, we have. And we also have here whole square. So that's going to be whole square. 2x plus y, 2x minus y. It's option C. We have to distribute this square. So that's 2x plus y whole square, 2x minus y whole square. Now, combining fractions, it's so simple how to combine fractions. What do we do? Point number one, we can able to do cross multiplication. How do we do cross multiplication? 4 times 1, whatever the sign is there here, plus, and then 3 times 1, or yeah, anything, 1 times 3, and then multiply the two terms, 3 into 4. That's going to be 4 plus 3 divided by 12. That's 7 by 12. This is one way, cross multiplication, and the other one is LCM. So it's not fixed that you have to go only with cross multiplication or only with LCM. It depends on the situation, in which situation which gives the faster result and a quicker result, you have to go with that. You see here, instead of going cross multiplication here, you can also do LCM. How can you do LCM? Just take this 4, multiply this term with 4 and 4 in the numerator and denominator, take the other term 3, multiply that with the second term 1 by 4 with 3 and 3. I repeat, take this 4, multiply with the first term. This is first term, and this 4 is multiply with the first term in numerator and denominator, because if you cross out, it still be same. And then repeat same. Now second term, and the 3 you multiply and divide in the numerator and denominator of the second term. So you get common denominator 12, 12, and then you add up, you get it. So it's up to you the way how you do LCM, can again do done by some doing some other thing also, like 3 and 4 are doing with the those actual LCM rules. That is also fine, but whichever is quicker, go with that. Now you see which expression is equivalent to this, where x not equals to negative 2 and positive 2. So we have to pick one option. What we have to do here, you need to see always is there anything in common, but there is nothing common here in the given expression. 1 divided by x plus 2 plus 2 divided by x minus 2. What we did in the previous topic, I mean this one, just cross multiplication or else you do choose one and do whichever is quicker for you. Let's do this with cross multiplication. So this is going to be 1 times x minus 2 plus 2 times this x plus 2 divided by x plus 2 x minus 2. So now solve it in the numerator part, you get x minus 2 plus, just solve this, 2x and then 2. Here we did it with 1, so you get same. So 2x plus 2, denominator as it is, no change, and you see x term both are same, so solve them, reduce them, and minus 2 and positive 4, they are like, solve them. X plus 2x, 3x, minus 2 plus 4 plus 2 divided by denominator x plus 2 and x minus 2. Just like the numbers, treat these expressions same way and solve it. That's it. So 3x plus 2, x plus 2, x minus 2 in the denominator. That's option B. Example 9. Which expression is equivalent to 6 by x plus 3 plus 18 divided by x square plus 3x? Here, if you go and solve this expression, and they also mentioned x not equals to 3, negative 3, and x not equals to 0, fine. Here you can able to solve this by cross multiplication, but if you go and do that way, it's going to be so lengthy, not quick. So first of all, whenever you are trying to solve, try not to expand. Cross multiplication is a kind of expansion thing. Use it wisely. here x and 3 term is there, here x and 3 term is there, so you need to get an idea that okay, I can make something common out of this second denominator, so it may help me to do the question solve quicker. So what I'll do is I'll just try taking, I mean sorry, I'll take x common in the denominator. Can I able to take anything else? Okay, I can take only x. X is the common thing. So I'll get x plus 3. X into x square, x into 3, 3x. And in the numerator, it's still same. So x plus 3, x plus 3. This is the thing which is common in both denominators. So what is missing? The missing part is x. So this missing part, x. So how can we put that x here so that both denominators match? Then they are like fractions. So I will multiply the same thing. I will multiply the numerator and denominator with x. I'll multiply with x. So what happens then? Then these denominators will be same. When if you just cross out, it's still same. So this way of doing help us to solve quicker. So now denominators are same. Just add numerators. That's how we do the fractions, right? Adding fractions. So that's going to be x times x plus 3. So do we have any option matching with the answer we have? No. So we still have to reduce it. Try to reduce it. We reduced enough in the denominator. Try to reduce in the numerator. 6 and 18. The common factor is 6. For that, 6 take out x plus 3. 6x plus 18. So that's going to be x into x plus 3. So now you see x plus 3 is common in both numerator and denominator, so we can cancel it. So we end up with x by x, so which is option A. So try to check, is there anything common available, or can you able to take out something in common? If you can catch that, you can solve it quicker. So flipping dividing fractions. So you can see here the difference between this, like we see 1 by 2 whole divided by 3 and 1 whole divided by 2 by 3. Let's see the difference. Here 1 by, the meaning of this is, this division is, the bigger division is the actual one, 1 by 2 whole divided by 3, and you see the bigger division 1 divided by this bottom 2 by 3. So whenever you are in this case, just try to flip the second one, the second number, assume that there is nothing is there below 3, assume there is 1, and then turn it into multiplication by flipping the number. So it is 3 by 1, it becomes 1 by 3 times 1 by 3. Same thing. Here divided by 2 by 3. When you flip it, multiplied by 2 by 3, it will become multiplied by 2 by 3. So now just multiply numerator, you get 1, denominator, you get 6, and then numerator is 3, 2 is as usual 3 by 2. That's how you do it. Or you can directly use, if the a by b form is like this, the main division is c by a by b. So just you have to multiply this b with c and a. I mean bc by a, or ab whole divided by c equals to a divided by bc, a divided by this bc. If you can't remember, just try to flip it. That is the best one. So you can see here the same model question what we just discussed. We have to find the equivalent expression for the given expression. So if I solve it by generally, so it is the main division. So this will become 6 multiply by x by 24. That equals to 6x by 24. So 6 times 1, 6 times 4, that's x by 4. So which is option B. Or else you can able to, so you can use this. So it's exactly C divided by AB. So what we do, this first and last BC we just multiply, that's going to be directly, what do we get here? This term turns to be 6x by 24, still same, 6x by 24, and then 6 1 6 4s, that's x by 4, which is option B again. Example 11, splitting fractions are so easy thing. Which expression is equivalent to this? If you split, this turns to be 30 divided by 6, denominator gets splitted, c divided by 6, and then 30 divided by 6, 6 1 6 5, 5 is the common factor, so just take it out. I mean sorry, 6 is the common thing, so just take it out, and then 5 plus c by 6, so which is option D. But whatever the thing you did it for the denominator, you can't do it for the numerator. You can't split the numerator. No, you can't do that. That's incorrect. So this is all complete concept and related examples for complete chapter expression. Exercise 1, question 1. which expression is equivalent to 6x square y plus 6xy square. So you see here they took something in common definitely. So let's take common from both terms. So 6, 6, and then here x square is there, here x is there. So only we have to take x common. So in the first, 1x will be inside the bracket, and then y square. So here y comes fine, but for the second, 1y comes inside. So plus plus. So 6x square y 6xy and 1x square, and then 6xy, this 1y square. So y and y makes y square. That's fine. Now it's option A, 6xy x plus y. Now question number two, which expression is equivalent to this? So what you have to do is directly add it. Look for like 3x cube. So x cube. So x cube. There is no other x cube here. So you can't add it. So it's going to be 3x cube one term. So where 3x cube is there, just retain that option A, B, but there is no 3x cube. So eliminate option C. So option D also have 3x cube. Now 8x square and 7x square, two terms. These are the same like terms. 8x square plus 7x square, which is 15x square. So where do we have 15x square? That's in option B. There is no 15x square in option A, so it's incorrect. There is no 15x square in option D. We got positive 15x square. This is positive 8x square, positive 7x square. That's 15x square. This is negative 15x square. Option D is incorrect. So option B is correct. One option left. So which expression is equivalent to this? So how we are going to do it? Just cross multiply. This is going to be 4 and this is going to be plus 3a divided by a into 4, a4 or 4a. So it's matching with option B, cross multiply. The expression 15x plus 34 to 8x plus 3 is equivalent to the expression ax square plus bx plus c, where a, b, c are constants. What is the value of b? So if you apply FOIL method for this given question, I mean 15x square this, and then applying solving complete FOIL, the equation turns into obviously quadratic equation, which is this. But instead of that, you can do this way. You just need finally b value. To get the b value, you need to look for only x terms, not x square. So if we don't need x square, if you multiply this two, we get x square. So not required. And if you multiply this two, you get x term. 15x plus 3. I mean, sorry, 15x times 3, 45x. And then we are going to multiply these two terms. 34 times negative 8x equals to 8 4 is 32, 8 3 is 24, 327, 272. So 34 times negative 8x. 34 times this is 2, and then 1 negative, and then x. So we got x term as negative 272x. So by just subtracting, I mean just solving this x part, you'll get it. That is going to be 227x negative. They asked b value. So this b value, why we targeted only x term? Because it is with b. So b value is negative 227. So what is the method 2? Like if you go by method 2, that's going to be a bit lengthy. That's fine. So the question is 15x plus 34 and then negative 8x plus 3. Apply FOIL. What they said is equivalent to ax square plus bx plus c. This is what they said. So on applying FOIL, first two terms, so 15 times 8 is 120x, negative 120x, and then times 3 is positive 45x, and this positive 34 times negative 8x. Positive 34 times negative 8x, just before we did, we ended up with 2 negative 272 x. This is what we got, negative 272x, and then the last one foil L, 34 times 3, which is going to both are positive, 90 and 12, 102. So this is x square, sorry, 15x square and 8x I mean 15x times 8x, it's going to be 120x square along with a negative because 8 has a negative. So negative 120x square. On solving this part, positive 45x and negative 272x, that's going to be negative 2 rest plus 102. If you observe this, this is exactly matching with this one, right? Equals to ax square plus bx plus c equals to ax square plus bx plus c. If you match b terms, this is b is negative 27. So I mean, sorry, negative 227. So that's the value. So what I did, instead of doing like this, I just directly calculated only x terms. So if I solve the x term, then I'll get the value of b. That's what I did in the first one, directly solved x terms. Which expression is equivalent to this? So always you need to look for something in common. So 4 plus 8, 4 and 2. 2 is the common thing which we can take out in the numerator. So that's going to be, if we take 2, no, 4 we can take out. 4, and 4 times 1 is 4 and 4 times 2 is 8. So divided by 12x, and then you can cross out these common things in the both numerator and denominator. 4 times 1, 4 times 3, 12. So 4, that's going to be 1 plus 2x divided by x. 3x, sorry, this is 3. 1 plus 2x divided by 3x, which is c. Now question number 6, 484x square and 324. And you see the options, all options are like, I mean the option A, 18x minus 22, 18x plus 22. It's like A minus B, A plus B. Even option C, same kind of A minus B, A plus B. And this is A minus B, A minus B. This means A minus B whole square. It's like actually 18x minus 22 whole square. Option D, 22 minus 18, 22x minus 18 whole square. So here you need to understand, it's definitely not option B, not option D. Why? Because here, if if the given thing has terms like three terms, ax square, obviously a minus b whole square equals to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Here in the given question, two terms only there. So there is no third term. If there is third term, there is a chance of option B and D. But there is no third term, so definitely option B and D are incorrect because they end up with A minus B whole square formula. So the question won't match with the A minus B whole square formula, but it the answer may be A and C. But how can we found from A and C now? So that 484x square minus 324. So after watching option, it's like something like a minus b, a plus b, a minus b, a plus b. So you can consider this as some squares. So how do you know that it is 18 and 22? Like, use these options. This must be something like 18 square. Let's check with 18 square. 18 8 8 8 64. 8 ones 8 and 6 14 times 18 4 12 3 2 4 we got. So this is 18 square. So how I checked with only 18? Because those are the numbers available in the options, 18 and 22. So no need to check for this one. Definitely it's going to be 22 square x square. If you want, you check it. 22 into 22. 2 2s 4, 2 4, 484. So I took the square numbers, this, and then it's going to be 22x whole square minus 18 whole square. Now it exactly looks like a square minus b square. So what is a square minus b square? A plus b, a minus b. If you turn them into a plus b and a minus b, they are going to be, this is a and this is b, a plus b, 22x plus 18, 22x minus 18. That's going to be option C, not A, because it is with 18x. 18x, no, it is 22x we got. So it's option C. Which expression is equivalent to this? Just apply the FOIL method and get it. But it's lengthy. Just try to do directly x square y. Where is x square y? Check it. If you multiply first terms, you will get x square y. So there is no x square y in option A. So that's not be the right answer. X square y is there in B. X square y is there in C. X square y is not there in D. And then next term, x square z, there must be y square. And I mean, sorry, Let's go for the second one. X square z in B and C. X square z is there. X square z is there in B and C. Now inner y square. Y square is there in B. Y square is there in C. And then outer yz. Yz is only there in B. So it's option B, not C. Instead, you can solve it by writing and all. You end up with same answer. The expression 15x divided by 36x square plus 18x, that is equivalent to 5 divided by k times 2x plus 1, where k is constant, x and x greater than 0. What is the value of k? We need to find the value of k. So how can we find the value of k? Just assume that if this and this exactly look same, then we can get the value of k. Let's try to solve the left side part and see. Here 36 and 18 are there and x are there. So we can take 18 common, though that's going to be 2x. I mean x also we can take common in both. So 18x I'm taking common. So 18 into 2, 36, x into x, x square. Now 18x is going to be plus 1 divided, I mean in the numerator 15x. RHS it's still same, no change, k to x plus 1. So you see 2x plus 1, 2x plus 1 is same, but this numerator still not matched. Let's try to do that. So what we can do is we can cross out this new x 3 times 5, 3 times 6. So we got 5 divided by 6 times 2x plus 1. That equals to, this RHS part it's still same, 5 divided by k times 2x plus 1. So in the place of k, it is 6. So the value of k is 6, which is option B. Which expression is equivalent to this? So you can have some options here. So 3x power 4 minus 3. Can you able to take something in common? You can take 3 common, then you end up with what? If you take 3 common, you end up with x power 4 minus 1. X power 4 minus 1, it looks like square minus b square, but how? 1 square, anything you do, it still be 1. X square whole square you can write. This will be 1 square. 1 square is 1 and 1 is also 1. So you can take this way so that you can solve it easily by applying a square minus b square formula. A square minus b square, that equals to a plus b times a minus b. So this turns to be 3a plus b, x square plus 1. This a is a x square, b is 1, x square minus 1. So do we have that kind of option? 3x square plus 1 we have, but others not matching. You see this one, we can still solve it. X square plus 1 is still in the format of a square minus b square. So a plus b, a minus b. Now it's perfectly matching with option D. So question number 10, you see this, which expression is equivalent to 3 divided by x minus 1 whole divided by 6x minus 6. This is the main division. So we just have to check after solving, it will be reduced to what? So it's going to be 3, I'll just write it 3x minus 1. If this is the main one, then this get reciprocated 1 by 6x minus 6. And you can still see something called 6 is common in them, like 3 by x minus 1 times 1 by 6 times x minus 1. So x minus 1 common. And you see we can cross out this 3 times 1 and then 3 times 2, 1 by x minus 1 and then times 1 by 2 into x minus 1. X minus 1 same, so 1 by 2 into x minus 1 whole square, which is option D. Question number 11, you see this, in this question we just have to solve it, and however we have to check with this given expression is equivalent to which option. So after watching this, definitely you need not expand this by applying a minus b whole square, and because it's going to be so lengthy. If you watch carefully, this 3x square minus 5 and 3x square minus 5 is same, so we can take that common. So 3x square minus 5 whole square is common in both them. So that's going to be 2 minus and this 1. So 2 minus 1. So you end up 3x square minus 5 whole square. 2 minus 1, however, 1. So what do you apply now? It's in the format of a minus b whole square. That equals to a square minus 2ab plus b square. So what is a square? 3x square whole square minus 2 into a 3x square b 5 plus b 5 square. That's going to be 9x power 4 minus 2 3 6 5 30x square plus 25. That's going to be option B. So you don't need to solve this long. You will get the idea that okay, you after doing it you'll get 3x square minus 5 whole square. So you just expand this and connect this 3x square whole square. So it connects obviously with this 30x square. There is only one 30x square. So directly you can end it there. No need to solve till end. Which expression is equivalent to this? So it's all about taking things in common. Just like the way we did before, xy minus x square divided by xy minus y square. You just have to check this expression is equivalent to which of the options. So what we do, x and x, let's take that common in the numerator, end up with y minus x, and then take y common, so x minus y. But here it is a bit reverse, y minus x and x minus y. So what we can do is y minus x, let's take minus 1 in common for that. So that's going to be minus 1 and x. Minus 1 times x is minus x, and then minus y. Minus 1 into minus y is positive y, which is positive y, satisfied. So y times x minus y. Now you see numerator and denominator have the common factor x minus y. X minus y got cancelled. X into negative 1, that's going to be negative x by y, which is option D. So which expression is equivalent to x square times 2x minus 3 minus 2x minus 3. So 2x minus 3 is repeated. Don't solve it. Don't expand. Don't buy and then try solving. You see this 2x minus 3, 2x minus 3 repeating. Take that common, 2x minus 3. And then it's going to be x square minus, it's only one term. So 1, 2x minus 3 we took common, divided by x minus 1. You see, we don't have that kind of option in the options. You see this x square minus 1. This can be turned into 2x minus 3 and x plus 1 x minus 1. Apply a square minus b square, that equals to a plus b times a minus b. Like you can consider this 1 as 1 square, right? Nothing is there with 1, so it's still same. So in the denominator you have x minus 1. So you have common factors now. X minus 1, x minus 1 in the numerator and denominator. So cross out. So you ended up with what? 2x minus 3 and then x plus 1. So 2x minus 3, x plus 1, which is option B. Question 14. So which expression is equivalent to given expression? Out of these expressions, one is equivalent to the given one. Let's see which one of it. 3 divided by 3x minus 14 minus 1 divided by x minus 3. Check, can we able to take anything common out of this? So there is no common. We can't take something like 3 common here. 14 doesn't work in 3. So we just have to cross multiply. So it's going to be 3 into x minus 3 minus 1 into 3x minus 14 whole divided by 3x minus 14 times x minus 3. So just multiply this numerator thing. So you get 3x and then 3 is 9 minus 9. This minus 1 3x, it's going to be minus 3x, and then minus 1 minus 14, it is positive 14 divided by 3x minus 14 times x minus 3, that equals to positive 3x, negative 3x cancels off. So negative 9, positive 14, that's going to be 5 divided by 3x minus 14 and then x minus 3. So this matching with option C. Expression is equivalent to this x square x plus 2 x minus 2 plus 4. So we have some options. You need to get an idea after watching the question immediately that x plus 2 x minus 2, what is this? We can turn that into what? We know that a square minus b square equals to a plus b into a minus b. So here that is in x plus 2 x minus 2. So this thing we can turn it into x square minus 2 square, and then this will be x square plus 4. So on solving this, x square minus 4 and plus 4, this is going to be x power 4 minus 4x square plus 4. We have to get in terms of something like a minus b whole square, a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, a plus b whole square, a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square kind of thing. So let's try to do that. So we can write this as x square whole square and this as 2 square. So this is going to be 2ab. So 2 into a is x square, b is 2. So maybe something like this. Yeah, 2 into 2, 4x square, satisfied. So this is going to be a square minus b square. So that option A is, so here I used a minus b whole square equals to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Even if you get stuck, just expand the option, this option, and see. You get apply the a minus b whole square formula. You get x power 4 minus 2 into x square, 2x square, 4x square if you multiply with b, and then plus 4. It matches with this here. If you didn't get a thought of doing like that, so you just expand this, and then you can also do in that way as well. Then exercise 1 is done. Exercise 2, question 1. Which expression is equivalent to 3x y raised to the power of 6 plus 3x cube y cube? So here in the options 3x y cube is similar. So you can see here we can take 3x. I mean, first we can take 3 common, and then from x and x cube we can take x common, and then from y power 6 and y cube we can take y cube common. Like whichever is the smallest we have to take that common, because if you take more number it won't work with the lesser one. So that's why we have to take the lesser one which works in both after for taking common. So now 3xy cube, so here only y cube is there. 3 I mean y cube is missing, so I just write y cube inside. So 3 is there for the second term, x cube is there, but here only x, so it's going to be x square. Y cube is already this there, so just leave it. So we form this expression 3xy cube times y cube plus x square, which is matching with option C. Question number 2, which expression is equivalent to this? So here, how can we solve this? It's so simple. 5a, and here it is negative times 2a is negative 2a. 5a minus negative 2a, it's going to be 3a. So we have 3a in only option C and D. Let's see. This is not a product to do the FOIL. Here it is not a to do the FOIL. There is a subtraction sign in between. So it's not a product. So we have to solve the like terms only. So I just solved first a like terms and then the rest this part. So 3 root a negative 5 root a. So it's going to be what? We get negative 2 root a. So it's option C, not D. So this is the given equation. This is the given expression. So let's solve it. 5a. Let's remove this bracket first. So it's going to be 5a plus 3 root a, and then minus times 2a. That's going to be minus 2a, and then minus times this one plus 5 root a. It's going to be minus 5 root a. Let's solve only the like terms. 5a and minus 2a. That's going to be 3a. So now the other one is 3 root a and then negative 5 root a. That's going to be negative 2 root a. Question 3, which expression is equivalent to this? So it's going to be, we can do cross multiplication, but it is better to do this way. Like you see here, x is already common in the denominator. So what I'll do is the rest of the part, I'll try to multiply in the denominator as well as in the numerator, so that this 3x and this denominator matches with the other. It's going to be easy to solve. So now I multiplied 3 in the numerator and denominator. If you cross out, it's going to be still same. So by doing this way, it helps us to solve the expression easily. So in the numerator 6 by 3 6, and then denominator 3x, it's going to be 1 by 3x. So it's going to be 6 minus 1 divided by 3x. It's going to be 5 divided by 3x. So which is option D. Question 4, which expression is equivalent to x minus 8, 5 minus 3x square? So obviously here we have to apply the FOIL. So here you see 5 times x, 5x. So we have that 5x part only in the option B and C. And then x times negative 3x square. So it's going to be negative, first what we got, 5x, and then negative 3x cube we get if we multiply the outer part. So that's negative 3x cube, which is option. Again, we still have in B and C. It's in A and B, but in A and B we don't have this 5x part. Now coming to inner, minus 40. So it still have in B and C. And then minus 8 minus 3, it's going to be minus 8 minus 3, minus minus positive 8, 3, 8 times 3 24, and x square, positive 24x square. Positive 24x square is there in only option C. It's the answer, it's not B, because in that 11x square is there. You can see this is matching only with option C. Which expression is equivalent to x square minus 3 divided by x plus root 3? This is so simple one. You see, here in the denominator and numerator almost have same terms, but if you know that 3 also can be written as root 3 whole square, like if you cut out, you it's obviously 3. So what I'm going to do now is, in the place of this 3, I'm going to write root 3 whole square. Now the numerator part is in the format of a square minus b square, so we can apply a plus b times a minus b. If we apply that, one of the thing will match with the denominator, so it's going to be x plus root 3 and x minus root 3. A plus b, a minus b. Denominator is as it is, x plus root 3. X plus root 3, x plus root 3, which are the same terms in the numerator and denominator. So cross out. So you end up with x minus root 3. So it's option C. You need to get that idea. You are aware of now. So you will. So sometimes you have to use 2 is nothing but root 2 whole square. 4 is nothing but root 4 whole square. Yeah, and sometimes you need to use root 4 times root 4. Main some equations, it's main some expressions, it's going to help. This is going to be root 2 root 2. Question number 6. 4x square plus 4x minus 1 times x square minus 3x. Here, if the given expression is rewritten in the form of ax power 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus dx, where a, b, c, d are constants, what is the value of b plus c? You have to find finally b plus c. So if you apply FOIL, I mean, you multiply this with this and multiply this with this, and then multiply this with this and multiply this with this, and the multiply this with this and this with this. So each and every term in the first trinomial is getting multiplied in the binomial, right? So that's how we do actually. But if we do, it's going to be a lengthy part. It's complex. So what we do is we need only b and c. B, if we get the values of b plus b and c, that's done. So here b is connected with x cube term, c is connected with x square term. So you need to do multiplications of, you need to take the multiplications, you need to get the result of x cube terms only. If you multiply this one, you get x power 4, x power 2, x power 2, x power 4. We need only x power 3, x power 2 terms. That will gives us b value. So let's go with one by one. So this is not going to help us. So but if we go with this, it's going to give us 4x square minus 3x. So it's going to give us what? 4 times 4x square. Here point number we won't consider this because it has square, we end up with power 4, x power 4. So we try this. If we multiply that 4 into 3, which is 12, and then negative is there, so it's negative x square and x cube. So negative x cube, we are looking for x cube terms only because it gives us b value. Now just go for this one and this one. It gives us what? Does it give us x cube? Yes, 4x times x square. 4x times x square gives us positive 4x cube. And if we multiply this, it's going to give us x square term. Yes, that is also going to help us. So we go with that. Minus 4 times plus 4 times negative 3 is going to be negative 12x square. Finally, the last one, minus 1 and then x square, it gives us negative x square. And if you multiply this negative 1 and this, which gives us x, no need to do that. So only focus on these terms which help us to get the x cube terms and x square terms. So it's going to be negative 12 and positive 4, negative 8 x cube, and then negative 12 again and negative 1. It's going to be negative 13 x square. So what do we got? X cube terms and y cube term. X cube term is 8 and x square term is negative 13. We need b plus c. These x cube and x square terms are b and c. So that's going to be negative 8, negative 13, which is negative 21. That is the value of b plus c. You can directly calculate mentally. No need to solve this one this way also. To make you understand, I did this way. It's okay to solve completely. You can write 4x power 4, this one, I mean, multiply this and then this value, you multiply this, and then you do everything applying this, multiplying each and every term in the first trinomial with each and every term in the binomial. You'll get a equation, I mean, you'll get an expression, and then you compare that with this, you'll get the value of b and c, and then you do this same thing, no change, but moving this way you get a bit answer quicker. So question number 7, which expression is equivalent to this? So phi b minus b plus k divided by b. So see the option, something like here and here, kind of LCM thingy. So here what we do, we just cross multiplication. You can do cross multiplication, or you can just randomly multiply b and b here so that denominators will match. So that's what I'm doing here. So I'm going to get phi b square and then divided by b minus b plus k divided by b, that equals to phi b square minus b and then minus into k minus k divided by b. So that's matching with option C. It's not D here, it is positive, but it is actually negative. Minus times plus is going to be minus k. So here the expression this, which is 6x plus 8, 3x plus 6 divided by 12x plus 24 is equivalent to ax plus b by 2, where a and b are constants and x greater than 0. What is the value of a plus b? So what do we have to do actually? You see the thing which is on the LHS, that expression, we have to try to turn it into this. Then we just have to match the A and B values. That's it. So how can we do that? Just don't try to apply the foil. It's going to be time consuming. Try to get something common out of it and then reduce the given fractional expression. So what we can do, here in the denominator, we can take 12 common directly, then it turns into x and 12x plus 12. So let's see what all we can take common. I'll directly do it. So in the numerator, 6x is, I'll take 2 common, I'll get x plus 4. I mean 3x plus 4 I'm going to get. I took 2 common, and then 3 and 6. So I'll take 3 common, I'll get x plus 2 divided by, I'll take 12 common, 12 and 24. So 12 common, x plus 2. So you can see clearly x plus 2 term in the numerator and denominator are same. So we can cross out them, x plus 2, x plus 2. And then we ended up with this 2 and 3. So that's going to be 6, 3x plus 4 divided by 12. 6 1, 6 2s. So that equals to ax plus b by 2. So that 3x plus 4 divided by 2 equals to ax plus b divided by 2. So it's perfectly matching. So what is the value of a, which is 3, the value of b, which is 4. So now we need, if we get the value of a plus b, 3 plus 4, a plus b value equals 7. So that's what we need to find. Question 9, which expression is equivalent to 3 root a minus root b whole power 2 by 7? Obviously, we have to turn this by 7, 1 by 7 exponent to the 7th root, because it, that's what it's showing in the option. So 3 root a minus root b, the thing which is remaining is square. 1 by 7 turn into root 7, I mean the 7th root. So now this inside the 7th root, it is in the form of a minus b whole square. So we just have to apply a square minus 2ab plus b square. So that's going to be 7th root of 3 root a whole square minus 2 3 root a times root b plus root b whole square. So I just applied a minus b whole square. That's going to be 7th root 3. Just distribute this square to the 2 and this root. So 3 square is 3 times 3 is 9. Root a square is root and square of 9, only a, minus 2 3 6. Root a root b 6, root a b inside. If you distribute this a b, it's going to be same. Root b square, root and square cancel off. So we end up with only just b. So that is the answer, which is matching with negative 6 root ab plus b, which is option D. Which expression is equivalent to x power 4 minus 8x square plus 16? So it's clearly, you can see 16 and then x power 4, it's in the terms of a minus b whole square formula. It's going to be like, it's in the format of this a square minus 2ab plus b square. Let's try to bring it to this form. So to bring that form, this must be in the square format. So I'll just write x square whole square. So now it's become a square, and then I'll write this one next so that I can able to write the middle part easily. So I'll write this as 4 square. So now minus 2 into a is x square, b is 4. Then here it's going to be plus. So now it is perfectly matching. X square into square, it's x power 4. 2 into 4, 8, negative x square. So 8, negative 8x square, yes, matching. 4 square, 16. Perfectly all right. So now a minus b whole square. What is a? X square. I'm trying to turn into this formula. X square minus 4. I mean y, b is 4 whole square. A minus b whole square. Do we have that kind of option? Nope. So it again, you see inside we have something like a plus b, a minus b kind of things in the option. So we need to try that one as well. So a square minus b square is equals to a plus b times a minus b. So this one x square minus 2 square we can turn. Now it is exactly similar to this format. So we can turn it into x plus 2, x minus 2, and then whole square. So this whole square thing is continuing. So it's going to be x plus 2 whole square. Just get in this, distribute this square to both binomials. So that's going to be x minus 2 whole square. Now, do we have that option x plus 2 whole square, x minus 2 whole square? Yes, we have. So that's option C, x minus 2 whole square, x plus 2 whole square. Yes. Which expression is equivalent to this? So it's look like a bit solving with cross multiplication, but let's see. Y minus 3xy divided by 2x square minus 2xy plus 1 plus 3y divided by x minus y. So this is equals to, here if you observe carefully, we can take something in common here, which is 2x. If we can able to take 2x common, then it turns into x minus y. That matches exactly with the denominator of the second fractional expression. So you need not do this cross multiplication. It's going to be a complex one. It's time consuming. You'll get the same result, but no. So try to do which gives result quickly. So now I just tried taking 2x common so that I got something like this. But here 2x is there, here there is no 2x. So what we do is we multiply and divide by 2x for this one. So if you cross out, it is still same. By doing that, we get the denominator part same. So that's why we are multiplying that fractional expression with 2x. So now that's going to be under root 2xy, numerator is y minus 3xy, and then multiply this 2x with this 1 and 3y as well. So it's going to be 2x into 1, 2x plus 2 into 3, 6xy. If you multiply this part, so now it's going to be y will be y and minus 3xy and plus 6xy. We're just trying to solve the like terms. Xy is the same thing in both. So minus 3 plus 6 plus 3xy plus 2x, that is the only one term, right as it is, divided by 2x and x minus y times x minus y. We don't have something like that in the denominator, but do we have something like that in the numerator? Y plus 3xy plus 2x, y plus 3xy plus 2x matching with C. So y plus 3xy plus 2x, so it's matching with B and C, but not with other options. Other options have something in something like minus in the numerator. Let's see. So we need to get the denominator. So denominator is same thing. Like if we just multiply this 2x with x, 2x square minus 2x with y, 2xy, we get numerator is y plus 3xy plus 2x. So it's matching with option B. Answer B. Question 12. The expression 8x square minus 1 by 2y square is equivalent to, equals to 8 times x minus cy, x plus cy, where c is a positive constant. What is the value of c? So finally we need to find the value of c. They said these both are equal. Let's try to match, let's try to make them equal. So here this is not completely matching with these expression. So what I do is I try to convert into this, like it's like a minus b, a plus b, which means here it is in the terms of a square minus b square. If we convert perfectly into a square minus b square for this one, we can turn that into a plus b into a minus b, applying this formula. So what I'll do is here 8 is there, 8x square is fine, but here negative 1 by 2 y square, I want to take 8 out of that, like from both. So what I have to do, I just multiply this by 8 by 8 with this one, this the whole thing 1 by 2 y square. I'm multiplying with 8 and 8. If you cross out, it's still going to be same. Why I'm doing that way? So that I can take 8 out of the equation. Why I need to take 8 of the out of the equation? Then it matches with the thing which is given on the right side. I mean the RHS. So that's why I'm trying to take 8 out of them with, I mean the equation what I have. So that equals to 8x minus cy, x plus cy. So now I can able to take 8 common in both. So x square, if I take 8 common, so I remain with this 8 to make 16 and y square. So it's going to be y square by 16. So this is y square, it's in the numerator. Now 8 times x minus cy, x plus cy, this will be as it is. So you observe now this thing 8 8 matched. The remaining thing you need to match, it's a square minus b square. So it's not perfectly looking like a square minus b square. Let's try to make it happen. So 8, so x square is fine, but y square, you can write this by y square by 4 square. It's perfectly a square minus b square. Let me erase this square and I'll write y minus 5 whole square directly. Now it is a square minus b square. So what I can do, a plus b, a minus b. So now it's perfectly matching with the thing which we have on the RHS. So we can clearly see what is the value of C, which is 1 by 4. Like it's 1 by 4, not only 4. C we want, it's 1 by 4. C value equals to 1 by 4, which is option C again. Which expression is equivalent to this? Okay. You see x plus 1, x plus 1, y plus 1, y plus 1. Like similar terms are there. So if you observe carefully, it's like a square plus 2ab plus b square. So we can turn this into what? A plus b whole square format. So a plus b whole square equals to a square plus 2ab plus b square. It's in the a square plus 2ab plus b square. Exactly. A is x plus 1, b is y plus 1. So let's try to write into this format. So that's going to be x plus 1 plus y plus 1 whole square. So that's going to be x plus 1 plus y plus 1 whole square. That's going to be x plus y. Add up this constant terms 1 and 1. It's going to be 2 whole square. So that's going to be option B. Final question. Question number 14. Which expression is equivalent to this? Let's try to solve it. X divided by x minus 2 plus x divided by 2 times 2 minus x. So here, if you see the denominators, it's almost same, but there is a minus thing which is missing. It's x minus 2 and 2 minus x. So we can turn this into 2 minus x. In what way? By just taking minus out of it, like minus 1, so it's going to be 2. Minus 1 into 2 is minus 2, and then minus x. Minus 1 into minus x, it's going to be positive x. But I want to tell you this is the right way of doing it, but whenever you're doing, you need to see the options. In the denominator, it's every time x minus 2, x minus 2, x minus 2. So instead of doing the applying this negative one to the first term, you have to apply for this, turn the x minus 2 into, I mean that this 2 minus x into x minus 2, because options are x minus 2 in the denominator. You always have to have an eye on the options, that you result close, and if you get incorrect also you can recognize. So I'll just write this x divided by x minus 2 as it is, plus x divided by 2 as it is. Now I'll just take out minus common in that. So minus 1 into x minus x, and minus 2, minus 1 into minus 2, positive 2. Now it's matched. And now I have terms x minus 2, x minus 2. So it's going to be now x divided by x minus 2 plus, not plus, here we have minus. So this minus will come here, minus times plus is minus, x divided by 2 times x minus 2. Still the denominators are not matching. So we have this 2 thing is not matching. Let's try to multiply 2 and 2 in the numerator and denominator. Even if you cancel, it's still same. By doing that, we can match up the denominators. If denominators get matched, we can simply add on the numerators, 2x minus x divided by 2 times x minus 2. So that's going to be x divided by 2 times x minus 2. So do we have that kind of option? Yes, in option C. So done. Complete chapter is done.